This is very much TV. Today we are opportune to be in Kindu Bay, Homa Bay County, and we are based at Simbii, Nyaima, where we want to know a lot concerning the history or the myth of Simbii, Nyaima. Today I have my visitor, Mr. Jarel, who is a resident of Simbii, Nyaima, and we would wish to know more about the history behind this lake. Allow me introduce Mr. Gerald to greet our audience, and then we proceed. As we always beseech you, if you want to support us, kindly subscribe, like, comment, and then share. Allow me now to introduce Mr. Gerald, at least to greet our audience. Karibu.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. David.
Yes.
It's my pleasure to meet you.
Right.
And feel so much welcome to Lake Simbii Nyaima.
Hmm.
And feel so much free to ask any sub question
Okay.
that you might be hearing concerning the lake.
All right. Mr. Gerald,
Yes.
we've been hearing about Simbii, Nyaima. Here we are today. Kindly let us know whether the history behind this lake is true or it is a myth.
Thank you so much. Lake Simbii Nyaima, now the place we are right now being filled up with water.
Yes.
It has got a very interesting history
Right.
behind its formation.
Yes.
We have got the mythical aspect of it, and also the geographical viewpoint of it.
Yes.
And also, just to add on top,
Right.
we have got also the economic importance.
Okay.
How does the entire community
Right.
benefit from this lake?
Okay.
So first of all, I'll start with myths,
Right.
because at times myths could be true.
Yeah.
Just like when you toss a coin,
Yes.
you'll have to blow within any side of the coin.
Okay.
Mythically states that this one was once a village.
All right.
Now the place we are right now being filled up with water. It was once a village that was once built an up hill on top of a mountain.
Okay.
The residents whom are residing over here were well known as Kawaswa people.
Okay.
So these Kawaswa people, what could have brought the problem unto them?
Yes.
The history of Lake Simbii Nyaima originates from a place known as Gwasi Nyandiwa.
Okay.
Gwasi Nyandiwa is in Super South Sub-County, still under Homa Bay County.
Okay.
Whereas in Gwasi, there was this gentleman, a senior and a poor bachelor,
okay,
named Nyamgondo, the son of Ombare.
Right.
Nyamgondo, the son of Ombare, how Nyamgondo used to be earning his daily bread. Nyamgondo was just a mere fisherman, okay, at Gwasi Nyandiwa.
Right.
So one of those fine days when he goes fishing, he never caught fish.
Okay.
Then he cried unto the Lord, simply because an empty catch meant an empty stomach.
All right.
And as per the doctrines of old times,
all right,
was that when you missed a fish, you were to leave your fishing materials unto the lake, okay, such that you kind of set a trap, then probably you could go back to confirm if at all you had been blessed.
All right.
Now the gentleman, as he was going to confirm along the Piperus reeds, okay, just next to his trap, he found a normal human being, right, a lady, whom looked tired. The lady told him that, please, I'd really suffered a lot. Okay. Don't leave me here. All right. Nyamgondo was really shocked, but later on he was convinced. And that was when and where he took the lady with him to his vicinity or to his locality. Okay. And he named the lady Anyango Nyaragwasi. So they started staying like a husband and a wife. All right. Nyamgondo could now be going fishing normally, and the return they were getting after barter trade. During those old times, people normally using barter trade. Yes. They were now also, yes, they were now also taking these domestic animals, yes, of which the lady whom he caught from the lake was now the one responsible for handling these domestic affairs. Okay. Due to the fact that the lady was caught from the lake, it was like the lady was a blessed woman. Yes. The domestic animals she was handling, now while giving birth, could be giving birth to twins, okay, such that the entire homestead of the gentleman became full with the domestic animals. Okay. Now the gentleman, while seeing how much wealthier he was, he started to despise the lady. Why? Simply because the lady was barren. Okay. The lady was not giving birth. The gentleman could come back while drunk, abusing the lady. Okay. That you just a person whom I fetched from the lake. There is nothing you're assisting me with. Okay. You better go back to where you came from. The lady persevered all those abuses, okay, until it reached a moment. She said that enough is enough. Enough. I'm heading back to where I came from. Okay. So what was surprising was that as the lady was heading back onto the lake, yes, all the domestic animals started following her. Now the gentleman, realizing that things were now in a mess, okay, he was trying to follow the lady such that she could come back, then they have a dialogue. But all were in vain. Nyamgondo, while reaching along the seashore with his walking stick, the gentleman turned onto a tree, holding his cheeks, wondering how wealth had left him. Of which till today, right now, the moment you are speaking right over here, if you go to Gwasinyandiwa, you will find a tree resembling a human being and the footprints of the domestic animals. That was when again the lady with a well-known name, Sanyango Nyarwasi, took 2 days unto the lake. Then she resurfaced from or to a place known as Rawe. Rawe is in a place called West Karachuonyo, just next to Abundu Hot Springs. We have got also an hot springs around over here, 14 kilometers from Lake Simbii, Nyaima. What the lady was looking for, the lady was looking for a place to reside, Santo, such that after getting an husband, is when she could head back onto the lake and take her belongings. And that was when the long journey the lady walked until she reached this village. Now the place where right now being filled up with water. Just as I've said before, this one was once a village that was once built an up hill on top of a mountain. The residents were well known as Kawaswa people.
Kawaswa people.
Yes. As per the history locates, history states that the leader Nyango Nyarwasi approached this village of Kawaswa back in the year 1715 in the month of August. It was when the residents who were residing over here, they were kind of having a celebration due to the kind of bumper harvest they had received in that month of August. So harvesting could normally be accompanied with old gentlemen seated down together with their sons, teaching their sons domestic affairs, how to stay with wives, while enjoying this traditional brew. We are calling it busa. I don't know whether you know busa.
Busa, I know.
Yes. While women by then, they were not allowed to be part of men. So when they spotted this old lady, they were trying to chase her away, simply because she was a stranger, and even the way she was dressed was not pleasing the residents. During those old times, we were normally putting skin hides, such that when someone is coming in front, you cover your forefront. After passing, you push it back. The one she was putting on was very much stinking. While being chased away from this vicinity, the lady was feeling very much thirsty. That very first house she knocked and to even request for water, she was not welcomed. That lady thought that husband had added another wife. This jealousy women are having. She told her that with me, I don't have water. The same thing implies unto the second house, she was not welcomed. She only finds favor in the third house, whereas when she requested for water, that lady did as per the doctrines of old times. During those old times, it was that when a visitor requested for water, the first thing he or she could be given was supposed to be milk or porridge. She was given porridge, then later on given water. While seeing all that cordiality welcomed she had been given, she asked the lady that had seen, "You are a wholehearted woman, but there is a good message had brought to these residents. If at all I have an opportunity to have a chat with your husband, I'll be glad." She's telling her that with my husband is over there, where you had passed those men. But with us, we women, we are not allowed to be part of men. The same woman, she's insisted. And the lady also agrees to go and calls the husband. She did a good behavior. She never reached where the men were. She stood from a distance, then called the husband in a respectful manner. Then told the husband that there's a visitor who would like to talk to you very shortly. The husband simply asked her that, could she be the same woman whom we saw? If at all she's the one in my house, you go and chase away before I came over there. The lady is bringing back the message that I had told him, and he had told me to come and chase you away from his house. The lady again, Nyango Nyarwasi, patience never pays her. She again sends her for the second time. Bad luck, during those old times, women were just persons to be seen, but not to be heard. Now the three-legged chair, there was a traditional chair, the three-legged chair. In the language, you are calling it Kominyaluo. The gentleman simply stood up, then beats the wife, then explained to her that now let me not come and find you that strange woman. The lady is coming back while crying and bleeding, asking herself that could it be because of the strange woman? Now the one bringing for me all these problems. Where am I going to go to? The lady also, while seeing her, was really shocked. She asked her that if at all you are his wife, and you are the one he had beaten up like this, what of me, just a strange person whom he doesn't know? Then he could have even killed me. But because of the same disappointments I had received over there at Gwasi, and also what I'm receiving over here, just because of water, I want to leave the residents with water. But because of you, I don't want you to bear their burdens. Take any belonging of yours, because now it will no longer be a village.
Okay.
Generally, women, their properties are their kids.
Okay.
The lady is moving away with their 2 sons as they are meandering around the huts because they never wanted to follow the main gate.
Okay.
They could have been spotted. Like the story in the Bible was also what was happening over here.
Okay.
She told her that we shall be leaving this vicinity, but never turns back, not unless I'll give you an opportunity to turn back and say goodbye to your people.
Okay.
After covering a distance of 100 meters away from this village of Kawaswa, she told her that now you can turn back and say goodbye. The lady while turning back over here, what she saw was very much surprising and shocking. Okay. There was this thunderstorm, lightning, and just heavy downpour. So what was surprising was that as they're proceeding ahead, at their back over here, it started raining. Now the residents with them while seeing rain, they were now continuing partying.
Yeah, they were still enjoying.
Yes, thinking that thinking that the harvest they had received had been accompanied with rain.
That's a blessing to them.
Yes, but all were in vain. It was when it rained with a very heavy downpour until the whole village that was once built on top of a mountain got sunk with everything and with every persons. And that was when and where the name came to be left behind to be Simbii Nyaima.
The huge water that we are seeing right now.
Simbii was a general name, collective houses for the first sons. We are calling them lions.
Right.
Simba. So they were Simbii over here. But Nyaima means the sunken village.
All right.
That is how this lake came into existence mythically. Geographers or archaeologists are saying that Lake Simbii Nyaima, this one is a crater lake which had been formed or could have been formed as a result of volcanic eruption.
Yes.
Due to the fact of the solidifications of the magmas. Magmas could normally be forced to be protruded outside, leaving a vent. Then a vent could be filled up with surface water or rainwater. And that is the reason why the depth of Lake Simbii Nyaima couldn't be determined till to date. A white man had been here on several occasions while trying to find the depth of Lake Simbii Nyaima, but they could not find the actual depth of the lake because it's a concave shaped lake. It goes until the core or the center of the earth. Economic importance. Based in Nyaima County, this is one of the most tourist attraction sites. Secondly, we are doing what we call open cast mining. We have got this mineral, sodium bicarbonate, bagadi. In our mother language, we are calling it bala. Being excavated at the banks of the lake, being used for cooking the local vegetables, and also it acts as a salt link for cows. You will find that a cow feeding on that sodium bicarbonate, it could be quite difficult for that cow to be feeding on soap, simply because calcium, it could have been lacking, being perceived from that sodium bicarbonate. Thirdly, this water itself, it has got some medicinal values, equal for skin diseases like rashes, the pimples, foot rot diseases. To add on top, religious persons are also using this water as a holy water, because with them, they have got a very different perspective. They're saying that the woman who was chased from this village, they are calling a Mary, mother of Jesus' mother. That's why with them, while walking down over here, they are walking down over here barefooted, saying that this one is a holy place of holy places. One uniqueness again with the Lake Simbii Nyaima, the volume of the lake doesn't increase in volume, neither does it decrease in volume. But this time round, it had increased. So there could be possibility that it has got some underground inlet due to the fact that it normally crocks underground, because it doesn't have an inlet, neither an outlet. An inlet could be surface runoff, but surface runoff is not an inlet because it's not permanent. No fish, no anything that can survive onto this lake. No fish, no snakes, no tortoise, no anything. And the reason why fish can survive by the time a white man brought fish over here, it is that the oxygen content is too minimal to support any aquatic life.
So it's hard water.
And it contains a lot of alkaline. And the only birds that can survive over here are the flamingos, which flamingos are not here permanently, but they are here seasonally. All the way from Lake Nakuru to Lake Simbii Nyaima. Lake Simbii Nyaima is just their feeding zone. You could be asking yourself, what are they feeding on? They are feeding on the green coloring matter, the algae. Those are what they are feeding on. Apart from flamingos, they've got some little birds, historical birds. We are calling them the little grebies. Those are the only birds that can survive under this lake. Cows are also not drinking this water because of that alkalinity content it contains. But previously, if you dug a hole somewhere over here, the water that will resurface up could be quite different with this one, due to the fact of the filtration happening underground. So the dug ones are the ones we are using for domestic purposes, like washing and also bathing. But we can't use this one for any domestic purposes. Any question up to that point which needs my attention?
All right. You said that you believe there history behind this lake,
Yes.
the mythical aspect of it, and the geographical aspect of it.
Yes.
Which one do you believe, considering the fact that there were the forefathers who used to live here?
Okay, with me,
Yes.
just like I normally like telling my visitors,
Okay.
more so students who are on a geographical tour,
Okay.
because like Simbii normally being taught in geography form 3.
Okay.
So if at all you could be asked to describe how crater lakes are normally being formed, an
Yes.
example like Simbii,
Yes, yes.
you will not start with saying that it was once a village that got sunk.
Yeah.
But we believe both two sides of it.
The two sides of the
Two
coin.
sides of this coin.
Okay. The area residents who are living here, do they use this water for uh, drinking or cooking?
No, we can't use this water for any domestic purposes, even for cooking, drinking. No, we don't use this water for any domestic purposes. Yes.
All right. Let's say that there are visitors who come here irregularly. Like the other time when we were getting in, there were some religious leaders who were praying the other side. And you said that this place is used as a religious site. There are some religions that believe that the Mary Mother of Jesus was residing here. How is that significance to the people living around Simbii?
Significance with the people living around like Simbii, Nyaima, with them,
Yes.
they've got a different perspective apart from the religious persons.
Okay.
And that's why the entire community, they had built churches around like Simbii, Nyaima, speaking one gospel. That is why bringing back to the moral values. They had built churches around like Simbii, Nyaima. We have got the Seventh-day Adventist Church. We have
One I'm seeing over there.
Yes, we have got God Last Call of Appeal Church.
Okay.
We have got Roy Israel.
All right.
We have got Baptist.
Yes.
We have got Catholic. So different churches surrounding this lake, speaking one gospel, that we should be persons whom are welcoming.
Okay.
Concerning the history that the woman who was chased from this village cast the village.
Thank you so much. You've said that the water can be used as a medicinal aspect of it, whereby some people can come, bathe with it, and then their skin will be as clean as that of a child. How is that possible?
Because of that alkalinity content it contains. Yes. That's why I would say it's a cure for skin diseases. Okay. Yes. All right. Yes.
Any recap or any last word that you can tell maybe the villagers and any foreign country that is listening to us right now, because this kind of TV station is viewed even in the Western nations?
What I could say that you guys who have not paid a visit to Lake Simbii, Nyaima, pay a visit to Lake Simbii, Nyaima, based in Mabay County, and a very nice historical site to be. Okay. Yes, thank you so much.
All right. Very much TV. In Very Much TV, we are ready to unleash for you the history that is behind Lake Simbii, Nyaima. We have told you the geographical aspect of it, and now it is upon you to believe what we've been told by the area resident. For Very Much TV, I'm your host, David Otari.